this, is I would like you to put your eye line right across the middle of the page. Right? I'm not worried about how straight the line is. I just want it to go roughly across the middle of the page. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to put in what's called our vanishing point. And that's just going to be a wee cross, again, right in the middle of the page or as close as you can get it. Right? It's not worth getting the rulers out and measuring and doing all that kind of nonsense. Just in there. Okay? And that's where everything's going back to. That's where it all goes to. Right? And what you're going to do is, the first thing that we're going to draw for our street is we're going to draw our road in. Right? And the way the road goes is it comes back to the vanishing point and it comes out like that. That's my road. At the edges of our road, we have curves, don't we? Yeah, that go up onto the pavement. And this is the rule. I'm going to write it up here because it's quite important. This is the rule that when you're doing your 1 point perspective, you draw the front face first. Okay? So I've got my curb, so I'm going to draw the front of it. It's going to be quite a high curb. On that side there. I'm going to do the same here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my corners back to the vanishing point. That's my curve. The next thing I'm going to do on my street is I'm going to draw a wee hoose. And my house looks like this. It's going to be quite a traditional one. I'll leave the design of your houses up to you, all right? But mine's going to be quite a traditional one. So I'm coming up, and this is what I mean. I'm drawing the front face first. So I've got the edge of my house. It's got a nice wee walls there. And again, all I'm doing is I'm taking my corners back to the vanishing point. Corner there, corner there. I don't take this corner back, because that will go through my house. And I want my house to appear solid. So I'm not taking that one back. And then I'm doing my finishing lines. And finishing lines, because at the moment I've got a house that goes on forever and ever and ever. All right, you get lost in it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some finishing lines in. So I decide how long my house is going to be. I'll take it out here. And I'm going to draw my finishing lines at the back there. All right. My house can come along the bottom there, right? Our finishing lines are parallel, right? We've talked about parallel lines previously. Parallel lines are lines that follow each other, like train tracks. So we can see that this line goes all the way up to the top of the page, then so does this one. This line's on a slight angle. This one is on exactly the same angle. Once I've done that, once I've got the outline of my house, I can start putting things in. So I can start putting windows in. So again, I've got the front edge of my window, back to the vanishing point. I've got the front edge of my other window, back to the vanishing point. And we keep going from there. Right? If I want to get really ambitious, what I can do is I can draw the front face of my chimney, because otherwise where's Santa going to come from? All right, and again, corners back to the vanishing point. All right, like so. And after that, I can start building things up. So if I wanted to put, say, let's have I'm going to be the unfortunate in the drawing. I'm going to have a big skyscraper next to my house. So I'm going to draw my big skyscraper. Right. Comes down, and again I've got my corners here, so I'm coming down the vanishing point, put my finishing lines in. Alright, I've got my big square skyscraper. I can start putting my windows in. Right. And then when I start getting my HB pencil out, it starts to look a wee bit more like an actual street scene. Right, I can put my pavement in. My pavement split up into wee curbstones. Into my house. What I can even do is I can even start putting in, I can have the lines in the middle of the road. So again, I draw the front of my line. Right, it looks nice and big because I'm looking straight at it. Back to the vanishing point, and I can divide it up. Right, and then when I've got my lines in,
I've done the same thing. We've done trees.
in that case you should be really good at it. Alright?
Alright.
But if I can give you one tip, right, one piece of advice for this, is my orange lines, the ones that I've drawn here,